We live.
What up? What up? What
Back.
up?
Hold on, let me get on camera. My bad. It's your boy, Hollywood Sensei, the Blurred Carteezy. You know what I mean? We back with a Sound Like Podcast, Volume 3, Track 30. It's going for a little bit, about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? The boy was out DreamCon making some moves. You know, make sure y'all follow the Blurred Cartel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? Also, What It Sound Like Podcast, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Also, shout out to the YouTube. You know what I mean? YouTube been going crazy. I mean, just about 2 weeks ago, not even like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, had like 20 something followers on the YouTube. We about 9 away from 300 subscribers. So yeah, I mean, so shout out to the YouTube. It's doing numbers. People fucking with the content finally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the grind. Shout out to YouTube.
Finally, the YouTube is spending time with me. But also check out that roundtable episode. We had a special guest. We had Chiseled Adonis in the building. You know what I mean? One of the most popular YouTubers out there. He joined us to talk about some anime villains. You know what I mean, and also make sure you go check out the Welcome to Hollywood podcast. Our latest episode, we had a all-time NBA fantasy draft. It was a good episode. Go ahead and check that out. See who picked the best team. You know what I mean? Me personally, I feel like I got the best team, of course, but you know what I mean? But
Well, who you starting lineup?
my starting lineup, I got Isaiah Thomas, Ray Allen, Charles Barkley, Wilt Chamberlain, and Shaq.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a starting lineup.
Yeah. I mean, but we here. What's going on, folks? I mean, how y'all doing? It's been a minute since we saw each other.
Right. Good. I mean, we back. I don't know where Conman at. Shout out to my boy wherever he at. I know he.
Shout out to Conman.
I know he getting some things done. So,
Definitely.
shout out to Conman. We gonna go straight to the
shout out my boy Brandon.
Straight to the reviews, or we talking about Drake dropping his
yeah, I mean,
his files and whatnot. So like, I don't know. This week just been a little.
That's why we did it like last time. We had the current events at the end, but if we want to reverse it.
Oh, we good. We can get into let's get into the main course, and then we can finish
the main course. Of course, we got the albums here: Megan Thee Stallion, Childish Gambino, Eminem, Ice Spice. So, let's get into it. I mean,
so you got a favorite?
Let's start it off. Spice.
You gonna start it off real spicy, huh?
Man, you're gonna start off with
this is
Ice Spice. Y2K just came out. I think like 2 weeks ago. I think. Let me get the exact date for you. Yep, July 26th. Very short album, of course, 10 songs. The album is only 23 minutes long. Like, you could 23 minutes. That's it.
Oh.
But I started off. I seen there was a lot of debate online because the album, like certain publications like Pitchfork, a lot of people had smoke for them because this album was rated higher than Nas's King Disease, and also was rated the same as Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. They both got.
I don't want to say too much. Like ain't it kind of on the same tier?
It might be.
All right. Let's get into the review.
He said he's taking showers longer than this album.
You know, that's a fact. This all right, this album was dumb short.
It's literally 23 minutes.
I figured
The album is
that was a
the
gift.
album is literally 23 minutes long.
That's-
But I'll start it off. For me, I mean, I knew what I was getting. I mean, I was going to get an album full of maybe 2 minute, 2.5 minute songs. I mean, nice beats, so lyrics, and that's really all this album was. I mean, it was a collection of some very good beats. She does have a very good ear for production. That's one thing I can say. Like she does pick some good beats, but I mean, it's Ice Spice. It's nothing really earth shattering, crazy lyrics. I mean, the songs like I like the joint with Travis Scott. That joint is alright. The bitch I'm packing joint with Gunner. I like that one too. I mean, I don't. The one song I don't like. I don't like "Give Me the Light." I don't like that song at all. Like, I mean, I skipped that joint immediately. I mean, and I do like the Did It First joint with Central C. That joint, you know what I mean. But overall, you know,
What you had that, John? What you had for
I
that, John?
mean, overall, it's a for a debut album. I don't think this album is gonna have the staying power that a lot of debut albums have. You know what I mean? If you go back and look at it, like, yo, this debut album was, you know what I mean, bro.
So you saying skipping the song on the 20?
Ha!
Yeah,
Listen,
bro.
the first listen, I listened to every song all the way through, and then the second listen, I'm just like, I can't listen to this. Give Me the Light, John. That John ass. You know
So
what I mean?
it went from you pretty much skipped that song. That's like 25% of the album, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like lyrically, I mean, you know what you're getting. Like, it's not like you don't come into this album expecting to hear Rhapsody level bars. Like, that's not happening. Like, you know what I mean, it's Ice Spice already told you she's not a lyricist. She wants, she don't want her bars to go over your head. She wants you to catch it right then and there. And that's she fulfilled the mission. Everything she said, you caught it right then and there. You know what I mean? Whether it was mid or not, you know what I mean, she completed the objective. For me, this album was, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I liked it better than Sexy Red album. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, but that ain't saying much. I mean, I gave this joint a very modest.
What?
5.8.
Oh, that's funny.
5.8 because of the production. The production carries. You know what I mean?
See it.
Yeah.
The production carries heavy.
All right, yo.
I gave it a 5.8.
I'll keep it a beam, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let Mallory go. Go ahead, bro. Mallory didn't really like the album.
No, we'll probably discuss it at a later date.
I feel like we can go good out. We can go good review. That, you know what I mean?
So should I go, or are you
Yeah,
gonna?
go ahead.
All right. It was as bad as you would expect. No matter how low your expectations are, she cannot meet them, which is just an astounding feat. I feel that its one saving grace is that it's only 24 minutes. So you could just, disassociate for like less than half an hour and you won't take any of it in. I think everything she does is bad.
All right, we're talking about this album.
I meant on the song, every track. Oh, I don't mean as like every breath she takes, then I wouldn't know. But I mean, professionally, on this particular album, everything was worse than the last thing.
So you think you the shit?
Not even the fault.
I literally,
the fault.
I almost walked out of my home, like my own home, just left. No shoes. It was raining. I would have just left and just walked to the earth end. Because I need to put as much space between me and like this thought that now exists in the ether. If I knew a number lower than 0, I'd give it to her, but I don't. So she gets a 0 out of 10.
No, let's give her 0
No,
point
she
what?
gets a
0.1.
0.0 out of 10. Not a single
Can't do
redeeming
that.
quality.
You can't just bring
You don't get to do that.
You gotta.
You don't get to. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It-
Zero redeem. No, no.
There it is.
No. That wasn't my
Yes.
rating. My rating was a 0.
Yeah, all right. What
It's
you
a one.
You
We got rounded up.
No,
You
I
gotta round
don't.
it up.
No, I
Yes,
don't
you
have to
do.
round it up.
You do.
No, I
All
don't.
right.
It's
All
a
right.
0.
All right.
I would like
well,
it logged as such.
all right,
Thank
well,
you. Now it's your turn.
It's going to be logged in as a 1. But
No, it
Mallory, you heard it here. 0.
It will be a 0. It's a
I
goose
know,
egg.
but for math reasons, we're going to put it 1.
No.
Zilch.
For math reasons, it is 0. Stop trying to glom credit. Do not. No. She gets nothing.
So this is a 0 from Mallory. A waste of 23 minutes of our life, basically.
Yes, I won't ever get it back. All right. So what have you got for
Right.
this one?
Realistically, it wasn't that good at all. But I'm not going to say it was a 0. Like that's
You don't have to.
That's kind of extra. That's almost dipping into hater territory.
That wouldn't bother me at all.
All
Wouldn't
right,
bother me in the slightest.
but nah, it was real bad. It was another good album.
It was real bad.
I don't know.
But seriously, first.
I don't know. The beats not really there. I know you say you like the beats, but I don't know. The beats was kind of. I thought they could have did like. All right, the beats are good, but it's like she don't make the beat better. Like, you know what I mean? Like
She doesn't ride
it's
the
like
beat.
that's not the right beat for her though. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like
the beat carries her more than she carried the beat. Bitch.
Yeah, like you can hear. She probably heard the beat and said, "Oh, this is a good beat," and she probably was right. But then
She's
when she
not up
started
to the
rapping,
task.
when she, I don't think she liked her energy met it. Like, I didn't feel the beat bring out another level to her.
The
Like,
beat rode her.
you feel me? I think that if you have that good of a beat, sometimes it should pull out a whole different emotion out of you. And like a lot of her songs are kind of like her emotion is like that. Like she's so laid back and cool and chill and shaking her ass that like we not getting another level from her. We're not getting something new from Ice Spice. But you know, she's doing what she's doing, you know what I mean? She like the 2024 Chief Keef, you know what I mean? She gotta start making beats, maybe, you know. She start making her own beats, her shit might take it to the next level, you know. Get a more appreciation for the beats. Think about that, Spicy. Get a little more appreciation for your beats. Don't just listen to them and be like, oh, they hot. Try to figure out how to make them bitches.
Right.
And then, yeah, he probably to give you another level. But yeah, I'm gonna get that John like a 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, bro. It wasn't even long enough. Like it was real short.
This joint might be lower than the Lil Uzi album.
It was.
And we gave it Lil Uzi. I think he got like I forgot what his score was, but it was bad. I mean, the one thing I can say about this album, like the biggest thing for me after I listened to it, I'm like, I know I'm not the target audience for this. Like,
yeah.
I'm not the target audience for this.
The younger girls.
I don't think so. I don't think they like.
Hold on, I gotta turn my camera off real quick.
Oh yeah, you Gucci. But the what it sound like rating for Ice Spice's Y2K is 3.1.
3.1. That sounds about right, man.
That's not.
3.1. So this was not a good album. According to the What It Sound Like rating scale, it is a very bad album with no replay volume. So,
like, all right, I understand. She probably thinks like she's hot right now. She could drop something, people gonna listen to it. But I don't think she understands like the difference between just dropping music and then dropping an album. You feel me? I don't think she understands the gravity of putting a project together.
And also, I think for me, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. I don't feel like her career is built for longevity.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
I mean, this is like I could see her probably disappearing in the next 2 years, to be honest.
Like if she don't figure out how to beat the system, like if she don't figure out how to use this system to her advantage and find her place while she's here and while she got the eyes on her, Otherwise, yeah, if she just like let this ride, she just laid back and she just like, all right, this is my little ride. Then yeah, she going.
She might have to just get carried by features for the rest of her career. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's gonna be worse than that, man. In 2024,
Like
2025, it's gonna be worse.
she gonna have to get carried by features. Like somebody, she gonna have to put other people on her music to make people forget. Like, all right, she can't rap. You know what I mean?
But like, if people catch on to the joke, she even like having her on your song might not be a good business decision, even though she got the name.
Right.
Having her on your song might not be that good of a move in that future, in that
But you know, according to the Billboard's album, did like I believe 28K the first week. You know what I
People
mean?
gonna listen to it. People gonna click it
Isn't that
and
considered
download
low?
it and listen.
28K first week, and also she just had a sold out concert in Boston. So you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean, they fucking with it. She got fans. You know what I mean? She been headlining shows. Bar so 3.1 rating for Isis Spices. You know what I mean? Let's get into this next genre.
Well, what we got next, bro?
Next up, we got Childish Gambino with Bando Stone in the New World.
Oh, okay. Going the opposite way on this genre.
You know what I mean?
All
We
right,
got
look.
Bando
Get
Stone.
to finish this one. I got halfway through because I did all of these today. I got halfway through this one before we started. So
Yeah, I cheated because I already listened to this before, like when it dropped. I listened to
Right.
this. Gambino fan over here.
Zan, my brother.
I'm one of the people that think like Childish Gambino is who Drake should be. You feel me? Like when people think about Drake's artistry and who Drake is as an artist, I feel like they actually thinking about Childish Gambino. You feel me? Like that's how he operates this. But yeah, I think he did a good job. He was calling this like this his last album, his last rollout. So he touched a lot of different genres. He dealt with a lot of different kinds of music. I was with it, even that one joint at the end that was just kind of like it was just like an instrumental. I was rocking with that. Look, yeah, it was like a whole little journey. His skits I got with. I like his skits. His skits in the middle of his songs with the it sounded like
those interludes,
all those like
movie
I don't know if it was like Atlanta episodes or if I think he just put these skits together.
It's like this, like a character.
Was that Zazie Beetz in there? It wasn't. It sounded like Zazie Beetz. I guess she's not.
Some of the time, it was a woman with an accent. English.
It sounded like the girl who was telling him to like get up and all of that. I thought it sounded like the girl from Atlanta, but I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, I thought it was a great project, especially if he's calling it his last project. It sounded real mature. It sounded like something that you can go out on, like a note that he can go out on and be proud of himself. So, yeah, I appreciate the album. I'm gonna give it like an 8. So I liked it. It was cool. It was a impressive body of work. It all went together, even though it was a lot of different genres and he went a lot of different ways with it. I still think he did his thing. And he showed, and you can listen to this album and get a good feel of who Childish Gambino, his whole music stamp. You can get a feel for who he is by listening to this album. So I'm with it. I give it.
For what you give it?
Giving it an 8.
An 8. That with the 8. Mallory, how do you feel?
I mean, I can critique what I did here, which wasn't the whole thing, but it was more than half. I feel like I think I had like 7 songs left. It was longer than I expected. Maybe that was just from coming right off of Eminem, who has no ability to edit, and then and then this one, who I was like, all right, so I figured it would fall somewhere in the middle, but I did appreciate this sort of like it was almost like cinematic sort of thing. Like the interludes, I tried to follow as though a story is being told outside of the songs as well. Um, I think this was sort of like a concept album where Bando might be like a persona, sort of, and from what I did hear, I liked it. The versatility of it is always impressive. And even for him, the range was more than I would have anticipated. I liked how, even though it wasn't really cohesive, I liked it anyway. Sometimes it's with using instruments that I have only seen pictures of. Like I had to look them up and be like, "What is that thing making that sound?" But I liked it, and I do look forward to hearing the rest of it. And I realized less than halfway through, I was like, "Well, this would be a real cute show to go to, because this is like a dancing ass, like not just, I don't know, sit there and be vibey or whatever. Like it is. There's a lot going on, but it's very layered. I don't know. I liked it. He surprised me because sometimes he's kind of hit or miss for me, and this was a hit, I'd say. I don't know if it's fair because I didn't hear all of it, but I would give it at least a 7.
At least a 7.
At least a 7. It's better than just over average, and I assume I'd like the rest of it more, the same or if not more. So I think a 7 is pretty fair.
Mallory with the 7.
See, yeah, I can do things.
I think it's a 7.
This album, if this is going to be his last John, I mean, everybody's farewell albums really ain't. And maybe we should do an episode about farewell albums.
Oh, that'd be cute.
You know what I mean? But most of the time, in my opinion, most people's farewell albums really don't hit the mark.
I think that's why you don't retire.
I mean, this album, I like it, but as I do agree with Mallory, the cohesiveness of it is, because it's very adventurous. It's all over the place. Like,
yes.
I mean, it's one sound, and it's this sound, and it's that sound, and it's like, you know what I mean? But if anybody could do something like that, it is Childish Gambino. Like, I mean, this album kind of reminds me of A$AP Rocky's last album, Testing, when he did a whole lot of, basically, he was testing a bunch of sounds. It was like an experimental type of, but the songs, his artistry, his versatility and everything, his ear for production, of course. I mean, the lyrics, the songs that I do like on here. I mean, I do like Lithonia. That John is cool.
Yeah.
I like the song with Talk My Shit with Flo Milli. I like that one. I like Yoshinoya, which the streets are saying is allegedly a Drake diss. You know what I mean?
I've read that there's allusions to Drake. Really, I mean, it's about Drake. And I hope so. God, I hope so. God,
Gambino been dissing Drake for a long time.
Right? He's not this. He's also
he said "This Is America" was supposed to be a diss to Drake. Then Drake, while he was on tour, dissed him. You know what I mean? Saying that the song was overplayed and overrated. You know what I mean?
There's only room for one mediumly corny rapper / actor. And this town's not big enough for the two of them.
But the corny rapper, Childish Gambino does both like better, bro. He's a really better musician. Like when it comes to like the R&B, and then he's a better actor when it comes to the acting and the writing.
He's a writer and an actor and a performer, not just a performer. You know what I mean? Like an actor.
If this was, I do think this was kind of like a concept album, and I always love me a good concept album. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a little very adventurous. You know what I mean? Because it's a whole bunch of different sounds from rap to R&B. You know what I mean? To everything. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, he put a whole bunch of sounds together, and I feel like it works for the most part. Album was about an hour long, 17 songs. Could have been a little bit more cohesive, but you can't really have cohesion when you got a smorgasbord of sounds. I
Yeah,
mean,
and you about to leave, so you want to like give a little bit to all the sounds. Like that's why I kind of get it, because I understand that it's his last John, so I didn't really hold it against him.
right.
Like I heard all the different directions he went. I'm like, all right, it's his last album. He want to, he want to leave his little
stretch some wing. Give himself a little room.
So we got 2 7s and an 8. What that mean?
I gave that John a 7. So, what it sound like rating scale?
Conman probably hated this John.
Yeah, he definitely did. But he probably, I don't even think he listened to him, because when I sent him the list, he was like, I just got back. So I'm like, all right, yeah, he ain't listened to these Johns. But what it sound like rating? 7.3.
Respectable. And I don't even know that I believe it's his last one. I think people only retire if their last album goes like super triple platinum, diamond. Like the reason they come back after retiring is because their last project wasn't so good, and nobody wants to go out on like a C minus. You want to go out on top. And this,
this is pretty good album. Nice replay value. You know what I mean? I know I saved quite a few songs to my playlist. You know what I mean? I am banging that Yoshinoya. I like the song, even though I am a diss record nigga. I love diss records, but the song itself is cool. You know what I mean? And if he really is dissing Drake, even though, which I believe he is, because I listen to the lyrics and it's like, it sounds like you talking about the boy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of this album was him talking about like that's why if it is his last album, I will believe him, because it's like he was talking a lot about like maturity and like leaving the game. Like
you niggas fucking hoes up to my wife.
Yeah, it was a lot of like trying to like present a grown man shit type of energy. So
I don't think I realized he was married and had kids. So that like literally, oh, this is an adult person now, with perhaps a bit more elevated ideas about what to do with his.
To me, it's just hilarious that these niggas getting on records and just telling Drake, "I'm a better man and a better father than you."
Crazy.
Like they. But let's go to the next John.
Yes.
Next John.
Megan.
Fine. Frog hair.
Megan Thee Stallion. With
Coming
the self-titled album.
Snake Egg.
Megan.
All in the goop.
You know what I mean?
But she's a snake.
I'll start it off. To me, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like to date, right now, this is her best album, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I like the last John that we did review, the Traumazine. That was a very good album. But I like this one just a tad bit more. Like, you know what I mean? Bars, Meg got them. The beats is there. You know what I mean? And I like the whole theme of the album. Like, I mean, she hatching out the snake egg. You got this hiss. You started off, that was like one of the biggest records this year to start off, like the beef and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Then you got Rattle, which is a good record. I love Figueroa. That joint is fire. Otaka Hot Girl, I like that one. Of course, the TikTok joint that's going everywhere, the Mumashi joint. You know what I mean? That joint is, of course, that joint's fire. I like the joint with Glorilla accent. Miami Blue is my favorite song. The song featuring Big Crit and Buddha Bless. That joint is fire. And also Cobra. Like, overall, I feel like Megan stepped up her writing on this one. A lot of, some of the stuff do sound similar, but I can see the improvement in the pen. You know what I mean? So, and I see the improvement in her song making ability as well. Like, I mean, so for me, this album is a very solid project. lots of replay value. I got hella songs saved on my playlist. I got the whole song on my playlist. I mean, whole album on my playlist. To be honest, I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it from the moment it came out. I didn't listen to it probably like 10 times already. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean,
Which one? The Money or Blue? What is it? What is it?
but the album itself, I give it an 8. Oh yeah, the Miami Blue. But yeah, Miami Blue, that's my favorite genre. But I give it an 8. I think Megan, she outdid herself with this one. This, to me, like I said, in my opinion, this is her best project to date. You know what I mean? So I give it an 8.
Yeah, look, I myself, I don't listen to much Meg Thee Stallion and everything. The beginning of the album, it wasn't really for me. I ain't really like the beginning of the album. First couple songs wasn't really hitting for me until the I like his, but I already knew his. That's cheating.
Yeah.
She was dissing everybody. That's fire. All right, but
And
after
then Rattle, you were like, eh.
yeah,
Figaro, we were like, it's
I like when she started doing the Japanese songs. I was with that. I don't know if that's just because I'm an anime fan or whatever, but that was how I feel like she's smart for leaning into what she know her fans like.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's smart for that, and she made it sound good. She did a couple of them songs, made a couple of them sound good. So I was with that. I thought it was cool how she did the SAG. She was like, "This is a SAG girl summer," some shit like that. That was cool. Like she's doing she not just she's showing you that like she's not done. Like she's elevating. Like she's still working, trying to find new things. She's trying to find new sounds. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed as an artist from an artist standpoint. You trying to branch out as an artist. You're not just getting complacent and stuck in your thing. You know what I mean? Like her beats. Like when we were talking about with Ice Spice, when you talking about the beats, like the beats bring out another energy, it brings out another level to her. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, and I like to see. So yeah, I'll get a John. I'll get us John like a cool 7.7. It's 7.7.
Cool 7.7.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not my type of you, but I can see the time and effort that she put into it, and I'm pretty sure her fans liked it. So
it's very enjoyable. Mallory, how did you like it?
I would agree that she's doing some of her best work on here. She's rapping her ass off on some of these. I do like Hiss because that's always fun. Figaro, is that how you say this? I started to like it. I was like, okay, I don't know what we're talking about, but it's fun. It's fun here.
I feel like that's a diss to somebody. I don't know who.
Probably.
But
it sounds very pointed. I mean, I know she does a lot of like, all you bitches is my sons type rhyme, but that one did sound a tad pointed. Yes, it's 60% just pussy rats, and that's fun when it's fun. There's 18 songs here, so yeah, some of them did sort of remind me of another one, and okay. But the ones that did sort of stand out, I liked quite a bit. The Otaku Hot Girl one is very cute. I hadn't really listened to it in its full before. I've just caught large chunks of it. This is my first full run of the album. I liked Mamushi. Is that how we say that?
Uh-huh.
The big one. I loved Accent. That was so fucking fun. Yeah, no wonder all the clips have been running amok. They are a great time. Like
they are.
But my favorite on the thing was actually Paper Together. The UGK. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, she had UGK on there.
I like that Joe too. Yeah, that Joe.
Yeah, yo, you got.
She knows her stuff.
Yeah, even if it's not my cup of tea, I'm not a hater. I know that's hot. I know that's good. That's a good sound. These are good beats. You know what I mean?
And there was one or two where because Megan has a very strong flow, like she. But then there was, I think it was on Paper Together. She changed it like real fast in the middle of doing one thing. The next like little bridge part, I was like, wait a minute, there's new flows coming. Be patient, brother.
Is she getting better?
Spin was cute with Victoria Monet because that was, the little slow bop, little slow jam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I expect there'll be a video. I hope so for that. I know she's doing a video right now for something.
Yeah, she's doing the Mumashi video come out tomorrow.
Yeah. And then by the end, when it became like worthy, that's, it's like, affirmation song. People just gotta talk themselves through it, I'm worthy, not worthless. And sometimes it can sound repetitive, but there's still positive messaging something to be said for her positive messaging. And same with Moody Girl. Like, yeah, man, I fucking struggle. It's all cute and all that shit, but it's hard out here too, and I feel lonely sometimes and drink too much. Your friends aren't trustworthy. I get it. So I liked the project. Yeah, I thought it demonstrated some.
Yeah, shout out to Megan. Like she not
good growth there.
She not done.
So I would give this, considering her, her overall body. Yeah, this is an 8. I could maybe go 8.5, but I'd say an 8. 8's solid. Yeah. Good for her and good for it. And there are plenty that I would absolutely and will come back to. And
let's go, Meg.
Good for it. Good on her.
Megan, what it sound like? Scale.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion gets
7.9. Nice.
Good job.
Basically an 8. So
it is
good job. Good job by Megan. Like she dropped the banger. I mean, gotta give her props.
Yeah, I'll be coming back to that.
You know what I mean? Now, this next album, you know what I mean, depending on the scores, can either get the podcast praised or canceled, depending on the fans.
I forgot what it was.
But how certain fan base acts. You know what I mean? But let's get into it. The death of Slim Shady, the coup de grace, Eminem.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Oh.
I see you ready to go in. Go ahead.
I didn't hear the single. It
was remember
Houdini and Toby.
I was aware of it. Like I had.
You didn't hear what it was?
I mean, I had before we played this.
Oh, before we played it. Okay.
I meant before we played the album, I had not actually heard the single. I was aware that it was like an interpolation of Guess Who's Back, and I had heard like pieces, but never again sat through the whole business. I know he's big on his skits and things. It's always been a thing of his, so I can't say that like he was all of a sudden doing too much with it. But I was not into the whole dual personality, literal Marshall, Eminem, some shit. Like, it was overkill. And then for an hour, he just rapped at me really fast using all the, 2000 era slurs he could think of. He's not untalented. He just chooses to do like the stupidest shit with it, and it's tiresome. Like you get like a cheap laugh sometimes, and sometimes you are impressed at the technical skill, but other times it's like, okay, he's still doing this, talking about Christopher Reeves every 20 seconds, and like, who cares anymore? Most of the people listening to this, like only 40-year-olds even know who that is practically. Like these younger people don't know who Christopher Reeves is. It means nothing to them.
That's what he was even saying in the album. Like,
eventually he did mention it in a song, so now it's like self-referential meta rap.
He knows that the things that he was saying in the past songs are like, you know what I mean? He knows they are what they are. He knows that they're stupid. He knows that they're immature.
An old album. The song Christopher Reeves. No, what's it called? The Dance, Brand New Dance. I looked it up and it said that song was actually meant to come back on Encore. That was 20 years ago, this fucking song. But because Christopher Reeve died a month before his album came out, he was like, all right, let me not.
Yeah, he said that on the song too.
But I'm saying it just sounds literally like 2004 in a microwave. Like,
I think what he did
he's
was
just still doing that.
He took this from the beginning. He took his styles from each of the eras, from each of the years, and he was doing songs in those styles, and he was leading up to his self now. So it was like a journey from old Eminem to new Eminem. I think he even said when he was releasing it, he was saying that if you listen to this album out of order, you're probably not going to really understand. You're probably not going to get it.
Right.
You know what I mean, and I understand that. Like, yeah, while it has the lyrics, and has the crazy flows that his, I guess, core fans will like. He even was talking shit about those fans that we're all aggravated with and annoyed with. He was coming at his own the culty fans, like he was talking about them. So
in Pakistan,
yes,
running from a Pakistan,
in Pakistan's like terrorists. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand what you're saying. The things he was saying, but I know that he wasn't aware of it. This is still, we gotta look at it as not just him dropping songs. It is a whole project.
No, I just mean the content of the songs. He's still doing that. Like, I'm scary and I talk about.
Well, that was the past Eminems. You know what I mean? That's what he was talking about, being the past Eminems.
She's over it.
I liked the Jid one.
The song with Jid was incredibly
tough.
But
then I like Jid's part way more. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I half the time skip after his part's over. You know, I don't need Eminem to start rapid fire.
Well, in my head, because this is like his last album, I think he's given us his like cosigns, his next like people he considers the best in the game. I think he gave us another rapper I wasn't really familiar with.
Well, there was that singer guy, Sly Piper,
featured on one of the songs, but
and then there's Them Joints. Yeah. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, so what would be your score for this album?
Oh yeah,
Big Sean was on there.
What was your score?
Oh right, I like a 6, maybe 5.9. Like, he's better than most at rapping, but he's just so weird about it that you don't care. Like, it's, you know, every once in a while there would be a little pocket, and it would be like, that would be nice, and it would be there, and then he would just fucking fuck off and into some weird territory. And he does this weird thing where he'll say a kind of good line and then he'll explain it in case it went over your head. Like, stop doing that. Just fucking rap the rap. All right. If I keep talking, my rating is going to go down. So I'm just going to leave it at 5.9.
5.9.
Maybe 5.5. No, 5.9. All right. Somebody else go.
You got it 5.9. For me, this album, shout out to the waifus. What's going on? You know what I mean? The waifu views, you know. He be over explaining every bar, you know what I mean?
When he gets a little good one on you, then he's just like, because you see, that was actually an actor in the 1963. I'm like, shut the fuck up, goddamn you.
No, yeah, I understand that. See, while I've accepted that I'm not a hardcore Eminem stan, because like I see the flaws, I see the things that I don't like about him, so I'm not blind.
Shout out my boy Watson.
So he's not my favorite MC anymore. Like, the current Eminem is not my favorite rapper anymore. So when I'm listening to his album, I'm not really even expected to be blown away rap wise. So right. I'm just trying to understand the concept and where he's coming from as an artist. So in that sense, I understand it. I get it. I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't think he did a bad job. He was rapping. He even did on this one song. He did this one flow where he like chopped and I think he's getting better at his fast flow. I think you know what I mean? I think he found his pocket more than he did back in the day, like the Rap God and all of that. I think that was just him, like, like I think now he found how to flow it a little bit better. You know what I mean? So
No, sometimes
Um,
I would like look up and be like, oh,
yeah. So,
wait a minute.
Yeah. So he's still at least he's still on a high tier caliber of rap, and I think he performed his concept well. So come on, give him his. This is his last album. Give him his. You know what I mean? Give him his flowers for his last album. Good job, bro. Had the Jid feature on there.
I think Jid was the best part for me.
Right.
I'm glad he didn't make no romance song and throw it in there.
No, he made the sad one about for Haley.
Yeah.
This
Made it.
album, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I haven't been enjoying Eminem's music for a minute. You know what I mean? Since I think the last album I liked from him was probably Recovery.
Right? I was gonna say that's the last one I
And that joint came out like
with this brother.
how many years ago? But this album exceeded my expectations. Exceeded. Because when I first heard Houdini, I was like, nah, this ain't it. That joint, like I'm not rocking with this joint, and if it's gonna be an album full of this, I can't do it. But I did what he asked me to do. I listened to it from the first song to the last song. I listened to it in order so I can get the concept. And I got the concept. But there's still some songs on here where, the bars are still a little cringeworthy. Like, I get it. It is the death of Slim Shady. So, I mean, do I really think this is his last album for real, for real? I don't know. I just feel like this is the last of the, cringeworthy Slim Shady antics and all them bars. Like, I feel like it's the death. Like, that's why it's the death of Slim Shady. Like, I mean, but overall, I was more impressed than disappointed. I mean, I do like the joint with Jid. That joint, like, I don't care who it is. Jid can get on the song with whoever, and he probably gonna have the best verse. Like, it don't matter. Like, only person I don't like. Maybe not Kendrick. I don't know, but it ain't. We'll see if it ever happens. You know what I mean? But I like the Jid feature. I didn't like the Brand New Dance. I don't like that song. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't like Houdini. Guilty Conscience 2, I do like that one. You know what I mean? I like the Toby with Big Sean and Baby Tron.
I did like. I didn't think I would, and I eventually did. If it was bit by a spider, I was bit by a goat. I was like, okay, well.
Like, that was the song that actually made, when it came out, it actually made me say, you know what, I'm gonna listen to this album. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, I liked all three verses on that joint. Like, you know what I mean, I feel like that could be a who had the best verse type of joint. You know what I mean? Because I liked all three of them joints on there. I mean, but Toby was fire. I like that joint. I like the joint with Jelly Roll. Somebody Save Me. I like that joint. I mean, it was cool. But overall, M still got bars. He could still rap. He's still one of the top tier lyricists in the game. I mean, I could do without like I said, the cringeworthy antics. I can do without that. You know what I mean? But I get it. That's part of your gimmick. That's part of your persona. That's Slim Shady. So, you know what I mean? But overall, it was a good project. You know what I mean? It was a very good project. It was, like I said, it was better than I expected it to be. You know what I mean? So I gotta give him his props. You know what I mean? That joint was a 7.5 for me. I mean, like, I was impressed. Like, I actually listened to it more than once. I'm like, all right, I mean, I can fuck with that joint. I put songs on my playlist. That's how much I fuck with. I mean, I didn't expect me to like this album. I expected to listen to it. And I'm like, yeah, this joint will be ass. But
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm on the same. Yeah, I'm on the same type time. I thought
it
was.
Low rating, low expectations.
Like, he did his thing on this joint, so I'm not mad at it. Like, for the year, like, if I was to, which I am going to do at the end of the year on my Welcome to Hollywood, you know what I mean?
What else?
End of the year. For me right now, when I do my top 25 albums of the year, this might be in the 20s. Like, in the 20s. range. Like it's not going to crack my top 10, but probably not my top 15 either. But
Oh, bro, do we got 20 albums this year?
We do. We have to figure out which ones.
yeah, it's been a lot of albums that came out this year. You know what I mean? But we've been covering other topics, so yeah, I mean, we didn't really get to all that. I mean, there's a couple albums that I heard this year that I like. You know what I mean, you know, I did like the album of the week that I'm about to put up later. I fucks with that John. That John just came out not too long ago. Kaylani album that just came out not too long ago. I actually like. You know what I mean, it's a lot of albums that came out that was cool. But all right, the What It Sound Like rating for Eminem 6.8. You know what I mean? So basically a 7. You know, so
for an Eminem album in 2024.
I mean, get a 6.8 from the What It Sound Like scale,
Gracious.
which means that it's a solid album. You know what I mean, that's what the scale is. It's a solid album. Now that the title of the episode is Ice Spice album better than Eminem, you got your answer.
Goddamn.
No. It's no, it's not. I mean, it's not like
It's not.
But you know, there may be an Ice Spice fan out there somewhere that may say otherwise. But no, it wasn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, What It Sound Like rating, that's a 6.8. You mean?
No thanks.
Pretty. Listen, I like these selection albums.
Realistic.
The only album that didn't hit the mark was Ice Spice. You know what I mean? But you know, other than that,
they didn't expect it to be good. Like, you know, everybody kind of did better than we expected, even for them.
Except for Ice Spice. Ice Spice didn't. Yeah, I mean, I had low expectations for her, just like I did for
and were your low expectations
and
met?
my low expectations
the expectations probably got lower.
The low expectations were not met.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, expectations gotta get lower.
them Jones got lowered. I mean, her album is probably her. No, man, not clapping cheeks or something. I mean, some niggas like that. Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
She's just bad.
We got some current events to get through before we get up out of here.
Saw that video of her on stage
Twerking.
Yeah, she was twerking and shit.
She just looked like she was over it.
She looked like she was done, bro. She looked like she.
But in the current events, you know what I mean? The streets is going crazy because, you know what I mean, the world boss, he's home. You know what I mean? He's free. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. They
You know
let me go.
That's
insane.
You know what I mean?
Gosh, all the vibes.
He came out with that exact fit. You know what I mean? He walked out the jail with that exact fit on. You know what I mean? But the world boss is home. Vibes Cartel is free. You know what I mean? He's out. You know, and everybody from Drake to people on the news, celebrities, athletes, all that reacted to the world boss coming home. You know what I mean? Vibes Cartel, he's back. You know what I mean? He also said that his first concert that he announced on TikTok Live, his first concert will be in December. So, you know what I mean? In December, Vibes Cartel gonna be doing, but this was big news in the music world. You know what I mean? What was y'all reaction to the Vibes Cartel finally coming home?
What's your reaction?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't think that they was gonna let him out. He's out. It's crazy. We're gonna see what type of music he dropped.
I think he looks scary.
He looks scary.
Yeah, I don't mean because he's all covered up here. He looks scary looking face.
All right, so if y'all don't remember, you know what I mean? September 29th, 2011, he was arrested by the police for cannabis possession. Then later, he was charged with the murder of a Jamaican businessman, conspiracy, and illegal possession of a firearm. You know what I mean? So he was supposed to served like 35 years, something like that. So, she.
Power of music.
I do not understand this.
But yeah, I mean, on March of 2024, the conviction was quashed by the UK Privy Council due to juror misconduct. So
Oh shit.
it was some shady business going on.
Damn. Oh,
There was some shady business going on. That's why he got. You know what I mean, it was juror misconduct. That's how he was arrested. But justice was served, and the world boss is home. So you know what I mean. Shout out to Vibes Cartel. You know what I mean. You don't know the world boss, broski?
Vibes.
I mean, look him up. Everybody know Vibes Cartel, brother. You know what I mean? Get some reggae, some dance hall on your playlist. But yeah, shout out to Vibes, he home. Also, some other news. The murderer of PNB Rock has been charged. You know what I mean? Finally. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna get you boy name in a second. I think it's like Robert something. But yeah, boy, murder trial. 42-year-old Tremont Jones. No, 42-year-old Freddie Torn of South Los Angeles. I mean, was convicted Wednesday in a robbery and shooting of PNB Rock. So, I mean, they got justice for PNB. Boy found guilty. I mean, he about to do life or whatever. So, I mean, good riddance to that nigga. But, speaking of California also, in Compton, new mural put up there. You got Kendrick, Roddy Rich, YG, DJ Quick. There's a lot of talk online about why isn't the game on the mural, because he's from Compton and everything. So, but
So what? Like, there's murals everywhere of all kinds of people. This is just a new one that happens to be very good, and so it's getting attention. It's not a class photo. It's not going to be everybody from everywhere all at once.
But game, he was holding the West Coast on his back for a minute. You know what I mean? Before Kendrick, we only had Game and E40.
Yo, so you want Game to get more than he gets?
I'm not the one saying it. That's what the streets are saying. That's what you know what I mean? They saying that they disrespecting Game by not putting him on the, you know what I mean?
No,
They showing too much love to Kendrick and not the Game. They like Kendrick wouldn't be rapping if it wasn't for Game.
he'd be alright. He's fine.
That's what the streets saying. That's not me. I'm just a reporter. I just report what the streets say. You know what I mean? But that's the bio. That's the mural they got up there. Shout out to the artists out there. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, also some other bad news. It's getting hot in here. You know what I mean? It's probably hot. It was probably hot in the back of the police car too. But your man Nelly was arrested in St. Louis for ecstasy possession and no insurance. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on, Nelly. You got a child on the way. You can't be moving like this, bro. Like, I mean, Ashanti is not happy with this. But, I mean, you can't be out here doing that. But your man Nelly arrested, ecstasy possession, no insurance. Shout out to Nelly. Hopefully you get out. And your man also, there's been some series of tweets going on where a dentist by the name of Thomas Connolly is being accused of getting Kanye West addicted to nitrous laughing gas at the dentist. He's basically, his theory is He says, "It is my belief that Connolly sought to diminish Ye's mental faculties so that Connolly and his business associates could extract millions of dollars from him. Earlier this year, I uncovered the fraud and intervened. Ye hooked on nitrous, blew up our relationship on purpose by proposing something he knew I have to resign over." So, you know what I mean? It's a lot going on. Vultures 2 just dropped. You know what I mean? So, go check that out. But is Kanye West addicted to nitrous laughing gas?
Chat.
Is he
Yeah,
addicted?
of course he is.
Why y'all saying that? It's just because somebody said that?
No, because all right, fine.
Listen,
I am accrediting the fact that
Because he walk around with a frown all the time because he hasn't had his nitrous? Is that what you're saying?
no,
Yep.
because everything about Kanye West to me indicates elements of an addictive personality. Something like nitrous oxide and this cockamamie story through the dentist could be very easily true. Like very easily. He has, vanity issues and goes to get the touch ups and the cosmetic surgeries and the things himself, so all of this is par for the course. I if it's not true, then okay, but it doesn't sound implausible given the parties involved, is what I'm saying.
oh, Kanye. When will it stop?
I missed
So
the
to the
old
next-
Kanye.
We all missed the old Ye. But also in other news, a man, some random guy, is selling Lil Wayne's '90s lyric notebook for $5 million after a long legal battle. So Wayne previously sued for ownership, but the man claimed that he found it in an old Cash Money Records vehicle, and basically his defense was finders keepers.
No,
I
that's
mean, you
that's
know, so he's trying to sell Wayne's '90s lyric notebook for
possession of
$5 million. So
finders keepers.
you know,
Is pretty much.
if you're an aspiring rapper out there and you want some bars, pay $5 million. You get old Wayne '90s Wayne lyrics.
Can just buy
You
it
know what
back is the most likely scenario. Or some white man in like Williamsburg and he's gonna get it and show it to people at parties. But I hope Wayne gets back what he's after. He's got a hungry team of lawyers. He can just go send them out and buy the shit back.
The universal law of finders keepers is crazy. That is wow.
Finders keepers.
More or
I
less,
mean,
yeah. Hey, we have to draw a line
but
somewhere,
yeah,
and finders
hopefully
is where is what
Wayne get his lyrics back, even though he said he don't
Check out the doodles, yo.
he doodles is like
check
a
out the doodles.
burying the lead. He doodles in with the little lyrics. And look at his handwriting, very nice.
Right.
That's the penmanship is a notable.
Also, of course, like we said, let me go ahead and move the banner real quick. But the Mamushi video is dropping tomorrow, Friday, 10 p.m. You know what I mean? 10 a.m. So, wake up in the morning, Megan Thee Stallion gonna drop a new video. So you go ahead, check out the visuals. The video's coming tomorrow. Also, some more things coming tomorrow. Your girl Lotto with her new album Sugar Honey Iced Tea is dropping tomorrow. You know what I mean? She just dropped the track list for it. You know what I mean? So, y'all go ahead and check out that new Lotto album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She got features from who's on here? We got Honcho on here, Megan Thee Stallion's on the album, Mariah the Scientist, Tizo Touchdown, Coco Jones, Young Nudie. You know what I mean? And also the bonus tracks, Put It on the Floor with Cardi B and the Sunday Service remix with Meg and Flo Milli. You know what I mean? So that's the album. Lotto new album dropping tomorrow. Go ahead, bang with that. Another album that was supposed to drop tomorrow, but it's not. According to Big Sean, his Better Me Than You album. You know what I mean? as he responded to a fan on Instagram, organizing listening events, shows, etc. He might need an extra week or two to plan. So this album may not be coming out this month at all. Maybe coming out in September. I mean, but the album's supposed to release tomorrow on the 9th, but it's being pushed back. So I mean, Big Sean album being pushed back.
Damn, is it Kanye?
It might be.
Damn.
It could be yet. And also, your man Busta Rhymes is cooking up something with the
But Big Sean is signed it.
with the film Venom. You know what I mean? You know. So Busta says, "Stay tuned." You know what I mean? I guess he might be on the soundtrack. I don't know. He might be in the movie. I don't know. But
Soundtrack or in the movie? What y'all think?
In the movie.
I think in the movie.
I
I can see him in the movie. I can see it.
He's done movie.
You know what it
done
is?
horror,
You know
well, not
why?
horror, but
Because it's like in my head, he been in a lot of. He's had plenty of soundtracks. He's been in. I don't think he posting this unless he in this joint. Like I
Right.
think Mr. Rhymes is in Venom, bro.
look at his filmography. Like, he's been in
Yeah,
movies.
he got filmography, bro.
He's been
You
in
do.
a
Listen,
bunch-
Busta Rhymes is the only person in film history to karate kick Michael Myers out of a window. So, you know what I mean? I'm just saying,
Think about it.
you know, he got feats out here.
He has starred in films like him. Remember the Full Clip with him in Exhibit? That was a thing that happened, and so
did.
I
It did
believe
happen.
he will be in this movie as like comic.
But yeah, Busta Rhymes got something working with, you know what I
Really
mean? But you know, let's get to it. Some things that happen, you know what I mean? You know, you can follow this page called Plot Twist. You know what I mean? Your man Champagne Poppy, of course, he dropped 100 gigs for your head top or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, of course, this page, the Plot Twist, is his, I guess, backup page. You know what I mean, that he posts on. But you know, he had the world in a frenzy. You know what I mean? When he dropped this 100 gigs for your head top, 3 songs, and then a bunch of other like photos and stuff like. But the 3 songs he dropped, he had one with Young Thug and 21 Savage, which people are saying that on the song 21 Savage somehow dissed Kendrick, but then 21 Savage came out and said that he wasn't dissing Kendrick. But there's still people reaching on the internet saying that he's dissing Kendrick. So whatever. You know what I mean? Then you got the other song, Blue, Green, Red, and then Housekeeping Knows featuring Lotto. So the question is, did y'all hear any of the songs? And if you did you like them?
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I didn't get a chance to listen to the songs. I didn't get to dive into this yet. I saw some clips and I've heard some songs and heard some things. I mean, they sound like alright songs. They sound like good songs. I just haven't got around to listening to them yet. From what I understand, they're not super crazy. You know what I mean? They're not bangers.
Right.
So
Throwaways.
yeah, I'm not. I wasn't. Nothing pulled me in
What
really
didn't
to
make the
like the hype train didn't pull me into like dive into it yet. I gotta go look this up. Like I gotta go type it in. I can't just click a link. You know what I mean? I'm just. Yeah, I don't know. Bro. It just seems like a lot to do just to listen to like 3 songs.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to the Plot Twist page and the songs is up there.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well,
You know what I mean?
I gotta find it. It's just so it's so fake underground to me right now. This is Drake. Like so, bro. Just drop the songs on iTunes, bro. Like,
You know what I mean?
put this shit out on Instagram or how you usually do. Make a fucking what they call it, bro. Make a documentary about your life, bro. Right now, that would hit right now. You need that right now.
Yeah, he definitely need that right now.
You need a documentary about your life right now, bro. And
The
that's
Art of
it.
Being Drake.
In fact, I did listen to all 3 of the songs.
How were
I
they?
didn't like the Blue, Green, Red. I don't like that song. The song with 21 Savage and Young Thug, it's cool. I like it. I always like Drake and Savage and Thug on the song. So Housekeeping Knows with Lotto, I think that song, had he released it before this whole Kendrick thing popped off, it would have been. But the only thing that popped in my head when I listened to these songs was the first thing that popped in my head was you run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. That was the first thing that popped in my head.
All right.
You know what I mean? You give us 3 unreleased songs, and 2 of the songs got 3 Atlanta motherfuckers on it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, but good for Drake fans because they need something right now because they very grasping and clutching at a lot of stuff that ain't there. But I mean, they needed this. I mean, they needed this. They needed something. I mean, because he dropped the Jones with Gordo. Ain't nobody really fucking with them Jones. You know what I mean? He did the Camila Cabello Jones. Nobody care about them Jones either. You know what I mean? So, they needed something. I applaud you, Drake. You know what I mean? And according to Gordo, according to Lil Yachty, he's unfazed by the whole Kendrick thing. He's unfazed. You know what I mean? He's they haven't seen him in any turmoil or anything. He's been living it up, But according to other people that was on the Joe Budden podcast, they're very mad. They're not mad that he lost, but they're mad because Kendrick portrayed them as PDF files. That's the thing. That's what's coming out from Drake's camp. It's like, I'm not mad I lost the battle. I'm mad that you're trying to portray me as something that I'm not. You know what I mean? So
bro, this is part of losing the battle.
You know what I mean?
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So, but I mean,
people look at
also,
you. You don't get to really control how people look at you.
We lost that.
But also from Drake's backup account, he also posted this, which I think is very unfair to the individual that he's posting it about. But he posted this on the page, a tweet where it said, "Remember when J. Cole got his phone stolen out of his pocket by a fan, then called Jay-Z from it, but he wasn't answering, so they called from their own phone and he picked up."
I do know.
He posted that. I mean, on the so
he saved that tweet because it was shady and probably true and funny, and Drake is a messy queen. So yes.
Why would he make a burner account?
Because he's a messy queen.
So,
he lives for drama.
But my thing is, Cole, the whole time, Cole never.
He made you make a burner account.
No, he's always
bad,
they've always had
bro.
them.
My thing is this: Cole never said anything bad about this man. Like, if anything, like, he might have been riding with Drake, like, and then just because he apologized to Kendrick, you know what I mean? Now you just on this crusade to make this man look like he didn't say nothing about you. He just said, "I don't want to beef with that man." That's it. I mean,
well, yeah,
I don't want to beef with the boy. That's my brother. I fucks with him for real in real life outside of music. I'm not trying to go at it like that. I mean, so for him to constantly just keep throwing shots at Cole, it's kind of crazy to me. Like, I mean, I think, J. Cole, he's already shown that he's not the confrontational type. He backed out of it. But if I'm Cole, it's like, nah, bro, you keep giving me these unprovoked shots. I might have to, I might have to fire on you one time. Like, I might have to. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, though. If it did, though, I got Cole Washington. But, hey, I mean, I don't know, though.
I did not personally listen to any of the material in the Drake drop of whatever this is.
It's 100 gigs for your head top.
It made me, as soon as I heard about it, it made me think of the Kendrick motherfuck that album, fuck that single, burn that hard drive. It made me like, did he know that this is a thing? And like he has like this hard drive of all this like, cutting room unreleased shit. Just burn it. It's garbage. It's nothing. Get rid of it.
Like,
burn that shit,
bro. The volume that Drake has been dropping songs. Like, everyone's saying Drake, wait until Drake drops that song. Wait until he drops. Wait until, bro, he's been dropping music. Like
And nobody's like,
Nobody cares anymore.
they'll look
nobody
at
is
it and be like,
grabbing it anymore.
that's just a kid. That's just a fake one. Wait till the real one comes.
Yeah.
Only people that still fucking with it is his core fans, of course. But the world has already decided, bro. You lost. Like you lost. We
And right now,
rocking with
cold shoulder.
we rocking with Kendrick. We ain't fucking with you right now, brother. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, the world has decided. Like, we ain't rocking with you right now, brother. Like, I mean, you lost to Kendrick. You keep dissing Cole. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm glad, and it's like a very soft lashing because, as you said, he's acting on places. He still goes and posts on Instagram.
listen, according to this man Gordo, he having the time of his life. He unfazed.
He has to keep that up very much because
Yo, what's all this with Yachty and shit? Like,
yeah, Yachty did a couple interviews where he was saying also where Drake was unfazed. He also said that, you know, basically the narrative that everybody else online uses, that because Drake is the man, because he's the one, he's the biggest hit maker, everybody just doesn't like him because of that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, through the music of what these other people been saying, you've been sleeping with people's girlfriends. You know what I mean? You cease and desist, French Montana, all this other stuff. Like, it's a reason why I said it at the beginning when this whole thing was building up. It's no reason why all these motherfuckers just out of nowhere, like just for no reason, out of nowhere, it's like, you know what? Let's all diss Drake now. Let's all dog pile on this nigga and diss him. Like, no, you did something to these niggas. You know what I mean? You did something. That's why they dissing you.
The same lie. They know what they know and they know it better than I do. But I believed it, and I don't know you. You know, it's not like Drake deserves whatever he gets, and then probably he deserves more than that. Like he's not getting thrown in jail. He's just sort of being kind of iced out by some people right now, and it makes him look silly.
Yeah,
like,
this is what the comedians consider being canceled. Is what Drake is experiencing right now. He's not.
Listen, according to Yachty, he ain't going nowhere. He the one.
Of course he's not.
No one actually goes anywhere. Like,
they say if Drake dropped the album today, it's going number one. They said
it probably would.
All the people that you
know if he's going to talk
right,
about
everybody for real, everybody who you think, you know what I mean, is canceled. They out in the world just chilling, doing
still making money, still doing shows.
They still going on tour. They still making money. You feel me? They still got their fans. Drake is no different. When he drops, people are gonna tune in and listen. Most likely his next project. A lot of people will probably tune in because of the Kendrick shit, right?
Right.
The project after that, it's scary. I don't know what he's gonna do after that.
Speaking of projects, you know what I mean? They said your man A$AP Rocky, he might have a Drake diss on this new album. So, you know what I mean? You know?
I think it's fun that this is his season for Drake to take his lashings. I'm fine with it.
And also, today is August 8th, 2024, where a lot of people were speculating because of the 8/8/24 that was in the Not Like Us video. Was Kendrick going to be dropping an album today? But I mean, it's already 10:46 on the East Coast. It's 7 over here, so I don't know. Unless he dropping something at midnight, but that was a speculation.
You know, I don't. That shirt already existed, and I think it was like wasn't even not an 8.
Yeah, that was already debunked, but people still, yeah, I mean,
I'm always gonna wait with bated breath. One can never know the time or place when Kendrick will drop.
But you know, if y'all still fucking with Drake, go ahead, get your 100 gigs for your head top. Go listen to some songs, look at some pictures. You know what I mean?
Right. Look at some pictures and shit that Drake saved.
I've seen a couple. They have a couple clips, like videos, like him making of some songs. Like over my dead body, they had like a clip of him going and coaching the girl of how to sing it. You know what I mean, shit like that.
Okay.
Things that make him look
No,
like
I
a
understand.
real artist. Like,
I'm
and he is. I think Drake is a real artist. I think he really makes music. I feel like he really writes music. He gets with a team, sits down, produces a song. He's the face for it. He, you know, I understand Drake. Like, I'm a Drake fan, but
I also believe he's a real artist. He just lost to a better artist, so now his artistry kind of just gets knocked down a peg because the other niggas just, you know what I mean, you know. But before, I just wanted to ask the audience, like, just did you honestly believe that Kendrick was going to lose? Like, you know what I mean? Just
some people did.
everybody at home, ask yourself, did you honestly believe Kendrick was going to lose? In a war of rapping, bar for bar, you thought he was going to lose. Keep it a buck. But that's another conversation for another day. I mean, we're going to get to this. Your album of the week. Matter of fact, no. You got Who Said That first. No, you got album of the week first. Sorry. My bad. But your album of the week is Worldwide Whack by Tierra Whack. You know what I mean? Just dropped this year. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go drop probably like 2 months ago. You know what I mean? But yeah, Worldwide Whack, Tierra Whack, that's your album of the week. You know what I mean? So make sure you go check that out. Shout out to Philly's own Tierra Whack. Brand new album. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go check that out. That's your album of the week right there.
Yeah, shout out to Philly.
It's good cover art.
Definitely.
Cover art is pretty tough.
Like
She's trying to be the new Missy Elliott. I see.
She's got really cool.
And it's like the album actually, you know what I mean? She did her thing on that joint. I fucks with it.
She's very good.
And then let's go to the Who Said That. You know what I mean? So, the body of my text possesses extra strength. Power lift the powerless up. Out of this towering inferno, my ink so hot it burned through the journal. I'm blacker than midnight on Broadway and Myrtle. Hip hop past all your tall social hurdles. Who said that?
Black Thought.
Good guess, but no. He would be on the same tier as Black Thought, though. You know
Busta Rhymes.
Not Busta.
He would say some shit like this.
Not Black in the Midnight. Rakim.
Not Rakim. I'll give you a hint. The song is about math.
Nas.
It's not Nas.
Oh, I thought it was Black. It's about math.
Where they from?
New York. Also by the way of Africa.
Pras?
Not Pras.
Wyclef? Lauren? New York. So we're thinking
This man is a rapper and he's an actor.
Method Man.
Not Method Man.
Mos Def.
Correct.
Good grief.
Mos Def Mathematics is the song. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that song.
Toy.
It's mathematics.
You know what I mean? It's Mos Def Mathematics. You know what I mean? But yes,
He
that's
said it's about math.
that's what it's about.
You tried it. We didn't even come.
I gave you the biggest hint ever.
Yep, not even close. I had to get all the way at, and that narrows it down to like 3 or 4 people.
Oh man, but that's
I was
your
gonna
who
say
said that.
numbers after that.
This is a good episode. You know what I mean? We definitely back on schedule next week. You know what I mean, we did throw out that farewell album topic. We might have to. We might have to do that one. You know what I mean, best and worst, or we'll get together and we'll figure it out. But next week we back. You know what I mean, Con Man will be here too. Hopefully, you know what I mean, the whole gang will be in town. You know what I mean, but make sure y'all go listen to that Ice Spice album.
Shut up.
You know what I mean? Go listen to that Ice Spice album Y2K. But no, seriously, listen to that Megan Thee Stallion album if you didn't. Highest rated album of the day on this episode. You know what I mean? So shout out to Meg for that. You know what I
And
mean?
Childish Gambino's was good. Like we had some, see, except for the one blight spot of Ice Spice. All these albums were like decent or better.
Yeah, two farewell albums.
Yeah,
Two farewell albums, a debut, and
two
It's-
upcoming shorties.
yeah, good.
But yeah,
It's a good spread.
we'll be back next week. Make sure you follow the Blurred Cartel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Go check out that latest roundtable episode. We had Chisel Adonis on there. Also, check out all the shorts we got on YouTube. You know what I mean? We talked to a lot of people at DreamCon. I mean, we talked to, we had RDC, we got them in a couple videos. You know what I mean? Had King Vader in a few videos. So if you fuck with all them, go watch them, Johns. We got that up there for you. You know what I mean? What It Sound Like podcast. Follow the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, Twitter, and the YouTube. All that shit. Shout out to the YouTube. The YouTube is subscribers. They keep going up by the day. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all for the support. I mean, it's the What It Sound Like podcast, volume 3. We'll be back next week. Brand new topic. You know what I mean? We'll see y'all later.
All right.
We out.
Sayonara.